Why does William Afton never stay dead? William Afton is the man who refuses to die. Across every era of Five Nights at Freddy's, he returns in new forms. Springtrap, Scraptrap, Glitchtrap, Burntrap, with one ominous phrase,
I always come back.
This is not just a taunt. It is a show of willpower, an obsession of immortality so strong he literally refuses to stay dead. Afton began as a co-founder of Fazbear Entertainment, but his ambitions quickly turned toward darker experiments. He discovered Remnant, a substance infused with human souls and suffering. By binding this forces to metal, he learned how to trap consciousness inside animatronics. This research was the foundation of his obsession with cheating death. When Afton hid inside a spring-lock suit to escape the spirits of his victims, the mechanisms failed and killed him. Instead of ending his life, his soul fused with the suit, creating Springtrap. His body rotted inside, but his consciousness remained. This was the first time he proved his mantra true. He always comes back. After the events of FNAF 3, Afton's body continued to deteriorate. By the time of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, he had become Scraptrap. This form was skeletal, broken, and barely held together, but it showed that even decay could not erase him. Scraptrap was one of the salvageable animatronics the player encountered, and his presence confirmed that Afton had survived the fire at Fazbear's Fright. Henry Emily used Scraptrap's persistence to lure him into one final trap. The Pizzeria Simulator fire was meant to end Afton once and for all, alongside the other haunted animatronics. Yet even this destruction was not enough. Later, in Help Wanted, Afton reappeared as Glitchtrap, a digital virus hidden inside Fazbear Entertainment's VR game. His consciousness had spread into code, showing that he could survive beyond the physical world. Glitchtrap proved that Afton's curse was not limited to flesh or metal. He had become multi-dimensional, existing in both physical and digital spaces. In Security Breach, Afton returned again as Burntrap, crawling out of the ruins beneath the Mega Pizzaplex. Despite being burned alive in Pizzeria Simulator, his spirit latched onto another body. Burntrap was charred, skeletal, and monstrous, but it was still Afton. Each form, Springtrap, Scraptrap, Glitchtrap, Burntrap, illustrates that his curse is unstoppable. The persistence of William Afton can be explained through three key factors. First, his experiments with Remnant and Agony gave him a scientific pathway to bind his soul to objects. Second, his repeated exposure to death and suffering amplified this connection, ensuring that his spirit could not move on. Third, his willpower and obsession with survival created a cycle where he refuses to let go. The phrase, I always come back, is therefore both literal and symbolic. It reflects his ability to return in new forms, whether as Springtrap, Scraptrap, Glitchtrap, or Burntrap. It also represents the larger theme of the franchise. The past cannot be erased, and the consequences of tragedy will always resurface. Afton embodies the curse of Fazbear Entertainment, a reminder that evil lingers even when it seems defeated. This is why William Afton always comes back. His survival is the result of Remnant, Agony, and his refusal to let go. He is bound to animatronics, to digital systems, and to the curse he created. Across every era of the franchise, from the missing children incident to the modern Pizzaplex, Afton proves that death is never the end.